bless old Olivia that she lost a loved one. Bless the Ramishes is they lost a loved one. Be with us. And we bless the first responders in this United States. Be with us, Lord, in this courtroom. That you might have your hand in it. Forgive us of our sins, Lord, as we forgive those who sinned against us. We ask all these things in thy name.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberties and justice for all. Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state, under God, one and indivisible.
This time, any person with business before the court not scheduled on the agenda may speak to the court. No formal action can be taken on these items at this meeting. Each speaker will be limited to 3 minutes. No speakers. Okay. Old business, court to discuss and consider inter-precinct project schedule and staffing. Anything there, guys?
Still need y'all to come and see me for certificate 2, so we can get started.
Okay.
For the teachers grant.
Okay. Got everything in.
I have everything. I just need to get on whatever ones we're going to do first. We got to get certification 2 done so we can get it approved and get started on the work.
Okay. And
we have to have one of those for every road that is going to be started.
So can we send them all in at one time?
He said no.
Okay.
The ones that you're going to do at first, do those, and then we'll just do them as we're going. As we're getting close to finishing up, then we can do the next ones.
Okay.
But we don't want to submit them and then not get to it or whatever. So he wants to do the ones that we are going to get done in the certain time frame. We can always add more, and we can also amend the project list as we need to.
But we have to send that in before and get approval before we can do it.
Yes, but I mean, as long as it doesn't go over the grant amount on that, like if our amounts end up coming in less on the actual project roads than what we projected on here, then, you can add on a different road or something like that. And so as long as the grant amount doesn't come out to be more, then we'll be fine.
So take something off, put something else on.
Or if you spend less than what we projected.
Sure.
And the cost comes out to be less than that, then yeah.
Perfect.
But we just do one project at a time.
No, you can, it's how y'all want to do it. If you
that's what I'm asking right now.
That will be up for y'all to decide if y'all want to do
we got to sign in this court?
No, but you can't.
No.
Now we'll have to decide it, and we'll have to submit the papers, and you can do.
Four together, ma'am.
That's what I was going to say. I don't really know how you're going to.
See there, I've been taking the questions on the side.
There you go. So y'all are going to have to decide whether it's in here or your foreman's.
That's what I was thinking before.
Which roads you want to do? We can submit more than one at a time. You can submit 4. We can even submit 10. But it needs to be an amount that can be accomplished in a time frame, in a timely manner. And then, because I have to track all of the invoices for each of them separately. So, like if you're doing a project, a road in yours, and each of y'all decided to do one per each precinct, and I have to track each of your invoices separately and submit all of those into TxDOT for all the reimbursements. So I will need to know for the certification form, what you're going to do and how you're going to do it. If y'all are all 4 precincts going to work on one road at a time, or if you're going to do 2 roads, 4 roads, it doesn't matter to me. I just need to know what you're going to do. We can get the forms all filled out.
What if we say 4156? It'll take us 2 years, 3 years to do it.
Well, you can start on it. I mean, you can fill out the certification 2 for you if you're going to start on that one of the first ones.
Yeah.
And once we have the authorization back after we get certification 2 back, we get that, then we get authorization to begin project. And then you can still submit other certifications for other roads while that one's still ongoing. Like Cavender Road was ongoing for a long time, even though you worked on China Grove.
Yeah.
So
Still is.
it is still technically ongoing.
It is.
So yes, you can do that.
And I guess technically 4156 could also be ongoing since they're both the Cavender and 4156 are.
We ended on the other grant, the 41.6 part. This 4156 is going to be separate.
Yes.
But yes, it could go on.
I mean, what I'm saying is the first part of 4156 that was done would be eligible for the previous dollars. That if they need to go back and chip seal it, I think Sean's talking about chip sealing his, so they can divide the money or do whatever, as long as it's within those projects that were done previously.
Yes.
Gotcha. Can't be used for 4156 future.
Right.
So if there's a lot of prep time that we don't need everybody in the same precinct, and so for those that want to do roads can start prepping their roads, we can then come together and chip seal the first 3 miles for 4156, go out to 2, 1, whatever, and do them in that order. So we can certify those 4 of them if we wanted to and wanted to start working on them, because we don't need everybody there.
We could certify as many as y'all want. At the beginning, I wouldn't, like I said, he doesn't suggest certifying all of them.
Gotcha.
Out the first. That was the other day when I spoke to him. He may change his mind since then, but
Because we're gonna chip seal Cavender one more time to finish the money for that one, but that's separate from that.
yeah, that's a
Oh,
different.
it would be separate.
It is separate, but
Just like them would be separate. Gotcha. Okay. Anything else on that?
everybody needs a water line project.
Oh my goodness.
Well, hold on, let me throw this in. So we need, I'm sure precinct 2 does, need Dale, if y'all seen y'all's man, to either her or you or who's coordinating this thing. Is that what we need to do?
Well, yeah, they can, anytime they need to, we can have a meeting and they can all talk to me again as we did previously. But right now, we just need to go to Angela and do whatever she needs us to do to get the amount. We need to decide, forms do. And
We need to decide what road.
What roads,
Yeah.
yes. And so they can do that if y'all are good with that.
Yeah.
I certainly am. And
I wouldn't be.
we can certify whatever we need to get started on. And then when it comes time for Jim, since he's first, unless it rains, if it rains or something, we can start somewhere else.
Yeah.
With chip seals or whatever.
Yeah.
Once they're certified, we can kind of do it the way we want to.
There are certain things on the certification form too, like, and I don't believe that, but I'm not positive. It like acquisition of right of way or real property acquisition. We on all these roads that are on this project, or are there going to be any that we're going to have to do that on?
No.
Okay.
Shouldn't, because the county owns it.
They're all county owned that we're going to do.
Okay.
We're not opening any new roads. In fact, if anything, we'll close them.
Like we had to for Cavender. Okay, relocation of utilities.
No.
Environmental permitting or regulatory issues.
No, that'd only be if you were going to open a new road.
Right. Compliance with Texas accessibility standards and ADA, which those are already all.
Yeah.
They're just redoing them, and material testing. And then county performed work, which we're doing. So that's pretty much it's gonna be very simple form to get going.
Yeah. Now, are you saying that for all materials that we use, that we have to have the material tested prior to?
It says county certifies it will follow adopted quality assurance requirements during construction, but it's not construction. We're not making a new road.
No.
We're redoing the road.
Right. So all of those are lumped together.
Yes,
None of those
that's
apply.
all together. Right.
Okay.
But that was prior to starting construction on a project. It's on the form, so we have to go through it and check it.
Say no.
Then it's the county performed which we're not designing any roads. We're just doing the actual work on the road, the maintenance and the work on the road.
Right.
And then that's pretty much it.
It'll all be existing roads.
Yes.
Yes, we're not.
Yes, there's nothing as new as a new road on there like when we did the other one.
Okay. All right. Court to discuss and consider extending, continuing, or renewing the declaration of disaster for Scurry County executed on March the 16th, 2020 for a period of no more than 30 days pursuant to Texas Government Code 418.108. What's your pleasure?
We need to explain, like we have every time, that this is all due to this state's emergency declaration. If there is ever any FEMA money come back to Scurry County, we have to do this every time. It doesn't affect anything except whether we get reimbursed or not. So I'll make the motion we extend another 30 days.
Okay.
Second.
There's a motion and a second to extend. Everybody in favor of, raise your right hand. You raise your hand?
Yeah.
It's unanimous. All right. Court to consider extending Scurry County EMS 30 and 3 plan for financially burdened citizens of Scurry County. Okay.
So, good morning. This original plan was for a payment system that kind of helped out the citizens for a 30% discount, and that paid over 3 months, which was the 30 and 3. It ended September 1st, and so because we're still in this craziness, just requesting to be extended. But I'm kind of going to change it a little bit on this. I think we could easily do some of these things as a standard option. So 30% discount off the total amount owed. That's always a standard option. Number 2 is a 30% discount off the total amount owed, paid over 3 months as a standard option. And then part of the plan, the disaster relief plan, is the 30% discount on the remaining balance owed and allowed to can't be paid over 3 months ending December 31st, 2020. So the first 2 are just straight off the total amount, off the total. The number 3, which is where the assistance comes in, that's what any remaining balances that he or she may have on their account. So let's say they've been paying it for 3 years, and we can go ahead and knock 30% off of that, paid off for 3 months off of that remaining balance, and that would expire December 31st, 2020. Okay. So,
Judge,
Any questions?
we had this in one time, didn't we?
in April 21st of 2020, we
Yeah.
implemented it.
This is just extending.
Extension.
This would extend
Yeah,
it,
okay.
but this
This
would
is the
also
same.
allow
Okay.
options 1 and 2 to become standard.
I think this is a real good deal. This is what a county ought to do when they can help folks, help them. And I thank you for wanting to do it. And I make a motion that we up it again, re-up it, square it away or whatever, but do it.
Does it work good, Jason?
It's helped a few. It's helped a few, definitely. So I think as we go through into the fall with school starting and parents' expenses go up with school, and then you got Thanksgiving and Christmas, that it definitely could help some that we transport during the holiday season. So.
Okay. Second.
Yeah.
Okay. All in favor? All right. Unanimous. All right. New business. Court to discuss and consider bid on tax deeds and property cards for trust property in the city of Snyder.
Well, that's kind of a no-brainer.
Yeah.
Puts it on tax rolls. So I'll make the motion to accept the tax deed
Second.
as presented.
We've done
Yeah.
quite a few of these,
Yeah.
so it's always good to have the property back on the tax rolls. All in favor? All right, unanimous. Court to discuss and consider takes back for routine airport maintenance program. All right. Bob.
It's the program they put out every year that we sign up for. Up to $50,000 of qualified repairs and maintenance. We get back half of what we spend.
Yes, sir.
Sounds like a good deal.
It's a good deal.
I have the original downstairs, so I'll have to bring it up to get the signature so I can submit it back to ramp.
It just needs signed by our authorized person in charge of
program.
Okay. Any discussion, guys?
No, sounds like free money to me. I make the motion, we accept the Tech Dot grant for the airport.
Second it.
Okay, we've got a motion second. All in favor, raise your hand, please. Okay, unanimous. Court to consider accepting the resignation of Chloe and Lindsay from the Board of County Development.
I make the motion, we accept her resignation. Because we have the letter.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. We got a second?
Yep.
Okay. We got a motion second. All in favor, raise your right hand, please. Unanimous.
I have a question on that.
Yes.
So, since she's resigning, who will be the one that's going to be authorizing in expenditures for the BCD now?
We're gonna need to,
I mean, they don't,
and I'm assuming that she would, I'm just assuming, because I haven't talked to her, that she'd probably stay until we got someone in that position. Be one of the board members that's there now, and we'll just have to talk to them to see. And I'm sure they can do that at their next meeting. So resignation accepted pending person taking charge. I'm assuming they've got a vice president.
I think Michelle usually will sign if Cohen's not available.
So maybe that would be the answer right there.
Well, they may not have accepted her resignation yet because
Exactly.
it says August 26th.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
I bet they got it covered.
I bet they do. We'll find out. Make sure. Okay. Court to consider certification of additional revenue in the form of 2020 capital credits from the state of Texas.
Okay, we received additional revenue in the amount of $4,697.58 from the Texas Comptroller's Office on capital credits.
Okay.
Judge, I make a motion we certify the additional revenue from the state of Texas.
Okay, we got a motion and a second. Everybody in favor? Y'all unanimous? Okay, court to consider approval of line item transfers.
Okay. We have two line item transfers. First one is for the district court. It is the administration expense for $339.03 out of witness expense, just to fix his lines. And the second one's the Parks Department, and that is to parks maintenance, repairs, and miscellaneous out of the swimming pool salaries for the $53,000 that was originally budgeted in swimming pool, and it's to repair and replace fences at the ball field in North and Towel Park.
Make a motion, we approve the line transfers.
Okay, we've got a motion and a second. Everybody in favor? Okay, unanimous. All right, count budget amendments.
I have one budget amendment. Courthouse security and repairs for $970.11 and other equipment $384.63, totaling $1,354.74. And this comes from the fees collected from like the county court and the district court and all of that.
Okay.
They can only be spent for
Courthouse security.
Right.
Stuff.
Motion? Anyone?
We approve the budget amendment.
Thank you. You seconded it?
Yeah.
Motion seconded. You must want to second.
Well, I'm running low on motion.
Okay, court to consider approval of accounts payable. I make a motion we accept accounts payable as soon as you get one.
$460,287.98.
Second.
Got a motion for a second. Everybody in favor? I make a motion with adjourn.
Second.
Okay. Who wants to adjourn? Raise your hand. Thank you.
So Terry, are you going to sign all these?
Anything you want me to, man.
This is the tax deed.
Thanks, everybody.
That's that tax deed.
You'll sign anything. Let me go to the house and get some bills.
Yeah, really. What's your signature, Judge? And this is the grant for routine airport maintenance. She said she had their